I know I said that the next video I was going to do was going to be a review of 2 books and an action figure, but the action figure still hasn't come in yet, so it's going to be just a review of 2 books. However, I do want to point out a modification I made to an existing action figure. This is the NECA Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th Part 3. The mask, however, is from Jason Voorhees from the 2009 Friday the 13th, from that figure made by Mezco. And what I did was basically I took some staples, poked some little holes, and added some actual elastic straps. They're actually the rubber band that I found in one of my video game books, which I mentioned in a previous video, so it now has actual elastic straps. It's nice. Anyway, that's enough about that. The 2 books I'm going to review in this video are Super NES Games Secrets 3 and one that just came in today, Nintendo Games Secrets Volume 1. Super NES Games Secrets 3. And whoever had this before me highlighted several entries: Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse, Roadrunners, Death Valley, Super Mario Kart, and Super Star Wars. I don't know if I meant they had those games, if they wanted to have them, or they wanted to get them, whatever. And again, we have Respect the Earth, Respect All Life from Russell De Maria, except it's on the left-hand side of the page this time, which is also the side that you pass the Dutchie from, and if you get that reference, you are awesome, and you probably have too much time on your hands. Anyway, enough of me rambling, let's get to the review. We start off with Axelay by Konami. Got another boss enemy in this one that looks like the ED-209. There needs to be a list of bosses in video games that look kind of like the ED-209. David Crane's Amazing Tennis, made by the same guy who gave us Pitfall for the Atari 2600. We have Desert Strike with General Mubaba. Desert Strike was also covered in, I don't even remember which other book it was covered in, I'll have to go back and look at it, and I might mention that in the summary for this video. F1 Race of Champions, the built-in casino mode. And if I sound tired, today has been a very trying day because I had to wipe up liquid dog poop this morning after stepping in it and then getting it on my pants legs and then getting some of it from my pants legs on my arm. I don't even want to go into any more detail. So anyway, yeah, Joe and Mac. Joe and Mac. Magic Sword, you know. And they actually changed the layout in this one, which is what they use in the latter Sega Genesis. Take Nancy Reagan's advice and just say no. Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse. Prince of Persia. Tried playing it once. I sucked at it. Prince of Persia chapter is pretty long. The Simpsons Bart's Night. Well, that's after this one. Rampart. Then Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, unless there's another game in between. Oh, of course there's another game between those two. Rampart's only like 4 pages. And then they have Roadrunners Death Valley, which I sucked at. And then we have The Simpsons Bart's Nightmare, which I also sucked at. Street Fighter 2, the first version of Street Fighter 2, therefore Cammy is not included. Super Battle Tank War in the Gulf. You can tell this game is so topical because I shouldn't even have to explain it. Super Bowling, followed immediately after by Super Double Dragon, Super Mario Kart. Super Double Dragon was also covered in Amazing SNES Secrets Volume 2 from Sandwich Islands Publishing. So yeah, Super Mario Kart, which wasn't released when this book was published, so they used the Japanese import. And now I have the Sugar Rush theme song from Wreck-It Ralph stuck in my head. Wreck-It Ralph was an awesome movie. Oh, it's the 2 soccer games that they have 2 of. Super Soccer Champ, which is not related to, and then Super Star Wars, which had no password feature, and as a result, I hated it. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, loved that game. Ultraman, la 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 la, Ultraman. The Mighty Ultraman. They actually have a game of Universal Soldier. Anyway, I forget which version of Ultraman was on Fox Kids or the Fox Box at one point, but Andrew Scott, Wimpy Boss, Denture Wearer. Okay. Warp Speed, heavily inspired by Wing Commander. And we have short tips and how to order. Yeah, it's nothing special. This, on the other hand, is Nintendo Games Secrets, and this has a lot of stuff that the other books don't have. Start with the introduction, respect the earth, respect all life, and then De Maria's Guide to Games, telling you how to actually play certain, like, RPG and adventure games. Rule 1, save often. Rule 2, be prepared. Arcade and action games. Watch patterns. Then we start off with Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, which is just listed as Adventure of Link. So the alphabetical thing is maintained. And this book is, I mean, you can't really tell the difference with a side-by-side, but this one's only like 280 or 90 something pages. This one's over 300 pages long. This is his NES games. I mean, wow. Batman, loosely based on the movie of the same name. We have Bionic Commando, Chrysalis, not related to Chrysalis, on the SNES. This one is Dick Tracy, the movie of which was completely weird. Double Dragon 2, Dragon Warrior, a very famous RPG there. DuckTales, I remember watching the cartoon of that, which was awesome. Legend of Zelda, the iconic RPG on the NES. Maniac Mansion, classic LucasArts game on the NES. Mega Man 2, fortunately not Mega Man for the PC, because otherwise it would suck. Shadowgate, which Pushing Up Roses apparently doesn't like. See the thrift store finds video by her and Lazy Game Reviews for more on that. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, which is just called Simon's Quest in this for some reason. Super C, which is a Contra sequel. Super Mario Bros. 3. Again, you cannot have a Nintendo book without a Mario game in it. And this doesn't even cover the whole game. The rest of it's covered in Volume 2. So yeah, Swords and Serpents, if I can get to the... Okay, I already passed up the first page multiple times. Swords and Serpents, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Loved the cartoon of that when it was still on, and the new one's pretty good too. Total Recall. Oh, this game sucks. I've heard so many things about this game sucking so badly. Yeah. Total Recall, the game sucked. Ultima for the NES. I have not played it yet, but I want to, even though I don't have an NES. And then, if I can flip the pages correctly, Wizardry, another RPG. And this chapter is pretty long. Then we have short tips, once again. And then previews, and Adventures in the Magic Kingdom, Beetlejuice, Back to the Future, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, mentioning the Warlord Sypha. If you know the twist about that character, you'll know why that's funny. Dungeon Magic, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Dragon Warrior 2, Flying Warrior, The Immortal, Mega Man 3. Super Glove Ball, designed with a power glove. You know, you get the controllers, which is funny because they have the remote controller looks kind of the Mega Controller looks weird. The Dominator looks even stranger. And there's the U-Force, which all you need to do is wave your hands over this thing that looks like something out of Battleship. And then, of course, the classically stupid peripheral, the Power Glove. And they actually have a parent's guide to video games in this one, which is funny, because even in the days of the NES, parents were concerned about what their kids played. So those are the books that I promised to review. I don't have Android 18 yet, but I will eventually. And hopefully that will be sometime later this week. So yeah, that was my 2-book review and a brief look at the custom modded Jason Voorhees goalie mask with real elastic straps and real metal clips made from staples holding them in place. Thanks for watching.